Welcome back to another episode of...
Okay, stop trying to be main character. Okay, it's not about
The
you today.
Flopsquad.
It's really not about you today. Okay? Stay in your naughty corner. Put Nanny in a naughty corner today.
They really did. They really thinking this is a naughty corner.
We did. We really did.
You guys think it's a naughty corner? Does it look like a naughty corner to you? No? And I think so too.
Anyways, so today we have a very special guest with us.
Yes, we do.
None other
Yes.
than the OG herself.
Yes. Stop. Don't stop. Carry on.
My girl, Munisa.
Hi. Yes.
Welcome to the pod.
I'm actually on a podcast.
I know. This is your first podcast as well.
Yes.
Hey,
How
look
does
at
it feel?
that.
You feel famous? Don't say that word.
She's about to get her influencer bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we had to
she
chop her up
is.
early. We were like, yeah, this girl, like, she's about to get booking, so let's get in there.
Get in early.
Let's get in busy.
So she knows where she started.
Before she's booked and busy. Now, how she's telling me, like, to be honest, I'm flying out, so, you know, you got to, like, I said, nah, let's get in the studio right now.
My flight's tomorrow, yeah.
So, I know.
I haven't packed her bags. See what I mean? She's not even packed
I
yet, but
haven't
she's
returned
here,
the car.
guys.
I
haven't packed
We love it. Committed to the cause.
She
Yeah, I
is,
am.
100%.
Love that.
Yes.
But now, welcome.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
for joining us. It's crazy. So I've known Munisa for years, like 3-4 years
Clubhouse.
now. Clubhouse days. Yo, that's some real ones from Clubhouse. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some real ones from Clubhouse.
Yes.
But we met for the first time in person, even though, like, obviously we've been speaking
Yesterday.
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 How crazy.
Yeah,
that
you
is.
guys are weird. I'm not even gonna go there.
Crazy.
That's actually crazy.
But it's weird because I feel like I've known her for like years, so it wasn't like weird.
Yeah.
It was just like seeing a friend that you haven't seen in ages. Oh my god! Like even I met another friend yesterday that I've only ever met like from Clubhouse and I've known online, like in person yesterday as well. And I was like, damn, it's like seeing an old friend.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
you guys
weird.
have really used social media, yeah. Like it's a massive thing for you guys.
really
I can
is.
see.
Yeah.
That illness has really
Illness.
gotten to you.
Illness.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah, you stay in your naughty corner.
It's a pandemic. No.
No. It was actually very wholesome. It was very wholesome, honestly.
I really liked that. Honestly, it was really good, that event yesterday.
Oh, so
lovely.
It was a wholesome sisterhood vibe. Basically, we went to the Digital Sisterhood 3-year anniversary event held in London, and it was just a beautiful like.
I thought the venue looked beautiful.
Oh, the venue was stunning.
It was
sick.
It was very nice. It was very thought out. It was just the day like
organized.
it was very everything was so thoughtful,
detailed.
You know, it was very detailed. And there was just like a lot of love and appreciation.
Yeah.
Like you
I
could
love
feel
that.
the
I
love in
love
the
that.
room. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it felt like just a hug.
I feel like we
You
girls
know?
need that
You
sometimes.
can feel the child, you know what I mean?
So much. I loved it. Honestly, I was just
Literally.
I got so emotional as they were celebrating women, and then I was like my name, and I'm like, oh my god,
Did they say my name?
I kind of like lost conversion at that point. I was like, you said that loud.
I was like, honestly, it was so beautiful. I was literally like, I really enjoyed the moment. Like, do you know, in those times when you just like, kind of you live in the moment, and you kind of like, it was such an uplifting moment. I feel like I'm gonna use that like love that I felt and like take that with me for like all difficulties and everything. Because honestly, like in that moment, I felt so loved and appreciated, and I felt like I was a part of this like big, powerful sisterhood.
It's those things that keep you going, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just like looking around and being like, damn, like I knew everyone, or I knew somebody that knew everyone, and it was like a thing where people
We
knew
all knew
me,
each
and
other.
it was just like this. Yeah, it was beautiful, man. I loved it.
I loved it as well. People coming up as well saying, oh my God, like the Munisa from Twitter. I said,
They know me.
When I see somebody says to me like, I follow you on Twitter, I'm like, why do you do that?
why
you gotta do that?
Why you gonna do that?
Like Instagram, I don't mind, but like Twitter, I'm so unhinged. Like,
Yes.
and then there was a girl I met yesterday. She's like, I follow you on Twitter, and I'm like, oh no, how long? And she's like, for a while, but like you've turned it down. Don't worry.
Oh wow. Sam, why are you
tell
always
you about
And I was like, the fact
embarrassing?
that you have been like, you know, that I have been controlling.
Oh,
but
wow,
I
you-
realised-
that's embarrassing.
I realized
Sam.
sometimes social media is
The
a
ghetto.
problem. Like one of them was like, I think, what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. I think she gave me a random situation. I realized, oh my God, I share too much on social media.
No, you're actually unhinged on Twitter. Like at one point, I was like, I'm gonna have to have a couple conversations with this
I
one.
feel like depending on which social media you're in, you guys act different. I feel like
100%,
it brings out different
There is a
people.
Twitter Zumzum, there's an Instagram Zumzum,
Yeah.
right? Like there's a Facebook Zumzum.
And you're telling me it's not an illness?
It's not
Nah.
illness.
Nah,
Oh my God. Please calm down.
just different personalities. You know what I mean? Different vibes, different energies. TikTok Zamzam.
They have a different version.
No. Like you guys
What
become
other
a different
social
person
what other
depending on
social media platforms are there?
what social media you're.
Snapchat, but I don't use Snapchat. That's
Snapchat. The Snapchat Zamzam. My Snapchat is like very just family oriented.
Yeah.
It's my siblings and my mum,
family group chats.
all my aunties,
all the cousins around the world.
like sending me pictures like this.
Like this, with a filter.
I love it with a so filtered.
So filtered.
Literally, like love hearts. I'm
You
seeing love
guys
hearts.
are
Very
too
cute.
much for me.
You know what I mean?
Live.
Too much for me.
Anyways, we've had a whole episode on like social media, and like Nadia's like I had to beg her to come back on Instagram when we were starting this podcast.
It's nice. You can just be yourself. Like I really don't care.
No.
I should
I'm
care
myself
now.
regardless. I don't need social media to be myself.
She's very much like social media and
But you have to-
disconnect from the
It's
world.
boring though. Like you guys just like honestly, like right now I'm struggling to be on social media. I'm sure people notice that like I went from like being really active to like, where are you, Nadia? And I'm like, F off.
Yeah, it takes any
Mind your
of her.
business.
No, you can just be yourself on social media. I feel like I don't
No,
like.
I am
I'm not
myself.
polished version of myself. Do you know what I mean? I'll drop memes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but all that I just find it like boring.
Yeah,
You can't, how you gonna find memes boring?
No, I'll laugh at it, but like I'm not gonna be like out there sharing
no,
and
it's
like, oh
not
my
that,
god,
it's the thing of like because
I don't know.
like
I
how
just
social media consumes a lot of your time.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with her. Like she hates how much time it consumes.
Yeah.
She's
so
always
it's a
like,
problem.
I just don't find
you're
it like.
addicted.
No, but
your phone.
that's not even that. Like, I just don't find like you guys like enjoy. Like, you guys are like proper. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
enjoy.
god, 5 hours.
Like when we used to
10
go
out,
out, like she was the one that always make us like put our phones down. She's
Oh,
that
if
friend.
you're going out, then you need to put your phone down. You
she's
can't
that,
be like texting.
she's that friend.
Oh, she can't.
She's that friend.
Even
Yeah.
now, like some at times, like it's like you'll be talking to her and like she'll completely like switched off.
No, I'm
and she'll be
listening.
doing this.
I'm just.
You really aren't. Which is in a way
Monitoring.
it's a good thing because I feel like when you're focused, you know, if you're doing something, you should be focused on whatever you're doing. But it's like she doesn't realize it's like that. You're talking to me. How do you go from talking to me and then you completely like ignored me and you're doing something else, and then you come back again and like she carries on the conversation like she never stopped.
Sounds like we need.
And it's so
couples,
weird.
Sounds like we need couples therapy.
It's so
Damn.
weird. Like
Miss,
to
I know
see
you're
it
a teacher,
happening.
but like, did we unpack this?
We're not unpacking this.
Well, no, we shouldn't. Don't
I'm
even.
not-
Honestly,
I'm kidding,
don't.
I'm good at
don't.
teaching, but in terms of
Yeah.
unpacking things, no.
Yeah.
Go
Teaching
to
maths,
other
that's it.
teacher. I
Nothing
told them
else.
it's not my problem.
It's not my problem.
Like, it's my problem to teach you maths. That's not.
No, first of all, we didn't even tell them what you do.
I'm a maths teacher.
You're a maths teacher.
She's a teacher,
Guys.
guys.
I love maths.
So me too.
I used to be.
You guys are
a
disgusting.
good maths student.
I was a nerd in maths. I used to concentrate very hard in maths.
I loved it. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm like a logical like thinker. Like I'm quite rational. So like I loved maths because it made sense at the end of the day, right? And that's why like I ended up doing it at A level. I ended up doing I guess accounting and finance. So I did it to the summer level at university. But to me, it was the only subject that kind of made sense. That was like logical.
Are you actually for real? Every subject makes sense to me. Even maths, like I personally hate maths.
I wish I was that. If I was that, I hate English.
Really?
I used to struggle.
I-
But English
It makes
but me and
sense.
my teacher used to
Despised
fight.
English.
We used to fight in class. Me and my English
Fight
teacher.
about what?
I'm not doing the work. I was a
But
crazy
see,
student.
do you see what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with actual English. You just didn't like. This is what I noticed with my maths. Yeah, it's not that I didn't like maths. It's just that I didn't understand it.
For me, it's just,
and-
I'm not good at it. If I'm not good, if I'm not good at it, I'm
Exactly.
not
But
doing
just
it.
because you're not good at it does not mean you don't know how to do it.
I don't like English.
Unfortunately, when you're good at maths, you struggle with English and writing. It's just not.
I can't write.
Like I failed
Yeah,
my
I get where you're
PGC
coming from.
assignment. Do you know that?
almost failed my PGC teacher training.
No
Because
I failed the assignment.
Assignments.
Mm.
I actually hate assignments. Like I hate writing.
And then you're telling me I need to do
Yeah.
5,000. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. So at a point in my life, I don't know how I got into policy, and then now literally my life is like 90% writing. And I look at myself and I'm like, this takes it out of me because I
This
hate
is
writing.
exactly why you should never run away from things because they will catch up to you.
Oh,
No,
They
I'm
will
not- I'm not
catch
doing it.
up
I'm
to
not
you.
writing.
It's
I'm not
being
writing.
mouse right now.
It's not happening.
It's been my
Oh,
right
you'd
now.
be surprised. Especially right
Literally,
now,
like-
you're going into a whole different level of your life right now. Yeah, careful what you
like,
say.
I'll write one article which will take like my friends who are like journalists like a day to do. It'll take me like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like I will just be like, I will be beating my ass. Being like,
Yeah,
Words
it takes,
come out
it
of
takes
me.
time and like detail and all
I just
sorts.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not how my brain works. Like I can't
Yeah.
I just can't write easily.
Same.
Yeah,
I
but
can tell you.
it's like
for
with a lot
example,
of
right,
things
if you
in life, though.
But the crazy thing is, right? If you tell me like what needs to be in a policy, right, document, right, I can literally
You're able to
recite
tell
it to
you.
you. I can be like,
Yeah.
you need to do this,
Yeah.
include this. But like, tell
Just
me
the
to write
effort.
it down now. Like, put what's in here to paper. It's just like, oh shit, my hand's gone blank. It's gone.
It's because you're telling yourself that you don't like. Of course, you're not gonna enjoy whatever it is you're doing.
But
Anyways,
if I'm not good at it, I'm not gonna do it. That was my.
But you're not being. You're a teacher, bruv. You're giving me.
what kind of
You're
student were
giving
you?
me vibes that you shouldn't.
What kind of student were you?
chaotic. Absolutely chaotic.
Swear down.
Yeah.
Tell me like give me like a story. Like I want to know the caliber of chaos we're talking about, because you know what I mean. Everyone has their own deception of what chaos was.
Yeah.
Because we were chaotic in school.
I wasn't.
Me and Annie were in school together,
Basically-
by the way.
I think I had a bad day that day. Me and my mum had an argument
Okay.
that morning. And for me, when you're a strappy teenager,
Hey.
hormones are raging. There was a kid who made a comment about Somalia and said Somalis are pirates and do you live in a hut? I said, this guy did not say I live in a hut.
He gonna see my hut.
I threw one punch at him,
Hey.
basically. He fell on the floor. And then the teacher was like, stop. I was like, I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going. Boom, 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 boom. So it was told, like, I beat up a guy and I won a fight with a dude, imagine.
Yeah.
Like, I did not
How
know
old were you?
How old
I
were you?
think I was about 13, 14, I think.
This is
Same
like
girl.
year 7, year 8. Year 8?
No.
Yeah, year 8.
Year 9?
I used to just talk with my hands. I don't fight people. I don't know how to argue.
I
So
don't
just use
fight
hand-
people.
Like, I don't know how to fight people.
Yeah, with your mouth.
Verbally. It's physical. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that time, year
Sounds
11,
familiar.
year
You
11
would know.
blocks again. My sister, this is such a crazy story. Well, me and my sister, I always tell her, why did you do this to me? So I was in year 11.
Yeah.
Year 11, you should be focused, right?
Yeah,
I'm still
you
not
should be-
focused.
it should
I'm
be
still-
that
I'm still on
stage.
vibes.
Enjoying life.
You should be settled.
Exactly. So me and my sister, my sister told me there was a girl that's bullying her, supposedly bullying her. So, I put her into a corner, did my own two swings.
You had to
Finished-
You had
I
to pattern
finished-
her.
I patterned her, finished her.
Of course, you said this is my bloodline.
Um,
it up.
and then on top of that, then I started to argue her on Facebook, like back in the day, when you have like
Yeah.
Facebook walls, remember?
Oh, I remember
those days. And then I did some.
Under the comments, like, no.
This is very. I don't know if I'm gonna get cancelled for this, but
Yeah,
what I
definitely
did-
cancelled, but it's fine. It's fine. We all get cancelled together.
I took a picture of her relative.
Oh.
I posted it, and I
Oh.
said, "What shall I do to them too?"
What does that mean?
And then what shall I do to them? Like, what
Oh,
shall
what should I do?
what
You
shall I do to
said
them?
I'm warring the entire bloodline.
Oh my god!
And
She
then,
said, come for mine, I'm gonna come for all of you.
Oh
and then
my!
I'm
You
sitting
really
in
went
maths.
out.
Next day, I'm sitting in maths, minding my own business. I see the guy that's in charge of like pastoral. He goes, Munisa, come outside. I said, I knew exactly what's happening. He was like, what happened yesterday? I
always
said,
know.
yeah, I went to the park, went to McDonald's. Yeah, I had a vibe. Deny.
Till the end.
And then when I denied it, he goes, no, what happened on Facebook? I said, don't know what you're talking about. Like, denying, like lying at this point.
Nothing, yeah.
And then he basically goes, no. He just pulls out the evidence. He goes, just read this. You're suspended for 2 days. And your sister as well.
Damn.
That's actually vibes though. 2 days. That's chilling.
My mum is Somali.
Nowadays you get longer.
Yeah. It's
My
not,
mum's
it's not
Somali.
really chill.
I'll
when
get
you
sent
have a-
back. So, and then also I found out that my sister wasn't getting bullied. She was the bully.
Oh!
So you were really out here like defending
A
the
bully.
Oh my goodness.
So I told her, I hate you, but we need to make sure Hoida cannot find out because my mum was strict. If she found out I'm suspended in year 11, finish, I'm going
Yeah.
back to getaway. So basically what happened
no.
was I told her, we live like 5 minutes from the school. So I told her, we have like a 10-minute window because my mum picked up my younger sister in a different neighborhood. I told her, we have 10-minute leeway, run to the house. I'm going to rip up the letter. You need to go to the logbook, the call logbook, and delete the messages.
Allah.
So
This
that's
girl's
what the
a-
They
plan-
had an
On
operation.
it, like-
Nah, this is like an operation.
You got
Operation.
caught.
I
These
said
girls
to
were
her,
on a
I said to
different
her,
level.
doing this.
I got caught slipping.
I told her, even though I hate you for this, I hate you right now.
Yeah.
We need to conceal the evidence.
See
I
what
got
mean?
home.
This
I
is
ripped the paper.
mission. Man of the mission
Impossible.
right now. Man of the
I
mission.
ripped the paper, and then my sister deleted the call log, and then we told Hoy, yeah, Hoy, we're not feeling well. I had GERB, yeah. Like, we're not feeling well. It's flu. I was like, oh, let's just stay home. Next day, oh, Hoy, I'm still not feeling well.
Yeah,
And
but she has
then-
to call in school.
Yeah, but nobody said in the school didn't say anything, alhamdulillah.
Because like if you're sick,
You're
it's
so
just like,
lucky.
yeah, my kids are not coming in.
Yeah, when it's meant to be, it's meant to
They're
be.
suspended anyway. Exactly.
Yeah, when it's
I would
meant to be, it's
actually-
meant to be.
Alhamdulillah. And many years later, we told her. She goes, you lot smart.
Nah, you guys
No, you're
actually
smart,
told
but
her.
things were working for you because if one person said to your mom, like, no, they're not
I don't
meant
think
to be in school.
I would actually be in Somalia. I would
Yeah.
be set back.
Was she that strict?
My mum was strict, but it was good because
Damn.
all of us. I was crazy.
Damn.
And when did
Not
the
nice to
like
you.
light bulb bing? Maybe I need to stop acting this way.
I think when I failed my 11 mocks, and just got crazy bad grades, D, E, F. I said, yeah, we need to do something. Alhamdulillah, I revised hard. I got A's and B's.
Congratulations, girl.
thank you.
Yeah, you put your head down.
Change woman, Chris
'Cause that's-
Brown.
Your mocks are like what, like a couple of months before your actual GCSEs.
I failed every single mock.
And by the time you got them, it was probably like what, like
March.
2-3 months to study. Yeah, that's mad. You know.
Yeah.
You really turned them around.
I turned around and I said, you know what, I'm
Mashallah.
going to make something of myself.
Yeah.
Mubarak. We love that for you.
It's possible though, 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Put your mind to
It's
something, you
just-
definitely
just-
get it.
that we waste a lot of time, those 5 years just go to waste.
Damn.
And let's be honest, we only really study on the last year
Yeah.
or even the last months of,
Exactly.
of school.
How about you? Were you good students?
I was
or
a really good girl. Like I was quite like relaxed, chilled, just nothing. Why are you laughing? Compared to Body You, I was perfect. I was an angel, thank you very much.
So we went to the same school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's how we met many years ago. So Nadia had the biggest
I
mouth
honestly hate how you
on
like expose me
the
like
planet. Like this girl, right, is this tiny little Portuguese Angolan with her long curly hair, and her hair was always like, so she had like really long hair, but it was always wet. It's like she just came out of the shower. Like she used to literally just like soak her hair in like grease, right? So her hair used to look wet 24/7, right?
It was just, do you know how curly hair is?
And then she would just beef anyone. But could she fight anyone? Absolutely not. And her tall Somali friend, who just would like
had problems with everyone.
I was filled with rage as a kid. Yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, look at me different. You're getting smacked up.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you even in my space? Like,
Exactly.
I didn't need a reason to fight. This one would give me reasons to fight. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
I was a saving grace.
So basically, right, she would start beef, right, and then she'd be like, my friend Zamzam's gonna knock you out. I was that friend.
Oh, well, I wish I had
And then
friends
I'd
like
come out of a lesson, yeah.
But she wasn't very
break time
smart,
of finding
though.
out. Break time finding out, yeah. She started beef with somebody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, say nothing.
Let me say
Of
something,
course.
yeah. She was always in trouble. Like this one, yeah. She's still looking at her dad like it's quite chilled.
But you know what it was, right? I was one of those kids who was like, I felt I was like a smart ass in the sense of like, I knew that I was gonna get good grades.
Yeah.
Because my dad was very strict with education.
same.
Like, so we used to go to like homework club. He used to like do work with us at home. Like when it came to like my education, it was patterned. So when I came to school, I was like, yeah,
give
like
up.
I've already been taught. I don't really need to be here. And I really struggled to like, I would like finish my work quickly. I wasn't really challenged. So I would basically like, and also like, let's be honest, like there was a lot of like our teachers weren't useful or like supportive.
Yeah.
They would always like, I would always
We
get
had
in
some-
trouble for no reason,
we would
right?
have such bad teachers when we were younger.
Yeah, we did.
Absolutely.
We
I learned
did.
nothing.
You know what? A teacher makes such a huge difference in a child's
what I
life.
realised.
100%. Because I know for a fact that like the reason I was able to progress in the way I have in my career, it was down to one specific teacher in high school, right? And if it wasn't for him, I don't even think I would have my GCSEs right now, because like they tried to suspend me from school, like as our GCSEs were happening, they tried to suspend me.
So how are you gonna sit exams?
Exactly, and the guy who was like, he was the head of like the maths department at the time, Mr. Ellis. He was like, nah, you're not suspending her. She's gonna stay with me.
But that's so stupid that they would do that to begin with, anyways.
And it was
but
something I didn't do as well. Like it was literally like I was accused of like fighting with a girl. I didn't fight. I was planning on fighting with her. Yeah, and then when the school finished.
But you did
and
fight
I
with
did
her.
fight with her when school finished, right? Like, I was planning it, but like, she was scared. So she basically told the school that like, oh, this Simpsons threatened me, she's gonna fight me. And like, they tried to suspend me. I done girl, innit?
Oh, them ones.
Yeah.
Obviously, she got her karma. You know what I mean? But like, if it wasn't for Mr. Ellis, I genuinely don't think I would have GCSEs.
Same thing with me. Shout out to Miss Williamson. Literally, I learned nothing in year 7 to year 9 English, and then I got her. And when she looked at my English, like she knew I didn't learn nothing for 2 years. I've been chilling because my teachers were like, oh, I can't bother to deal with Munisa.
Yeah.
Maybe she just stick at the back and she could just mess around.
Yeah.
She told me I'm doing what you're doing work. I said I'm not doing work. How many teachers told me I'm going to do work and I win? Basically, I'm the right one. So she told me no. Break time, you're staying home. You're staying here. I said I'm going to eat food and enjoy my life. Do you know what I mean? I'm not staying here for English for nobody.
Yeah.
So imagine I had it in year 10. And I said, when I finished year 10, I said, thank God I finished with that one. And then year 11, I saw her again. I said, why am I having issues? Because I made sure that you're in my class. 2 years of
I love
struggle.
that, Wallahi.
Wallahi, you know what? Shout out to her because I got an A and a B in English.
I'm gonna lie to you. Do you know why I got good grades in English? Yeah, out of spite. And this is a testament to my personality. Because I had an English teacher, right, who basically told me that I was never gonna get good grades.
Oh, those ones, they never say that sort of stuff.
And like, and I used to do the bare minimum because I was like, if I get a C in English, I don't care. Right? In English, I really didn't enjoy it. So I was like, bare minimum. And then when she said to me, you're never gonna get good grades, right? Like, you're never gonna get an A, right? I said, oh,
Fire.
Oh, really? Oh, bet. So what did I do? I got A's. And on the results day, right? Tell me why. Like, literally, now I think about it, it's so dumb and petty, right? I literally was like, oh, look, fuck you, to her. Like, literally, I was talking to her face. And then she's like, that's really aggressive. I'm very proud of you. I said, no, you ain't. Like, I was so mad that, like, I literally was, like, looking forward to opening my, like, results and
So
looking
you could show
specifically
her.
at English just so I can go back to her face and be like, what did you say?
What'd you say?
What did you... Like, literally, like, I didn't care for English. But it was the minute she doubted me, I was like,
Bet.
you don't think... Wait, just wait on it. Stay right there, I'm going to be right back. And that's literally why I got A's in English.
Lit.
And then I dropped that and never
I had
looked back.
really I
You're
had
still
some
looking
really
at it
bad
every single
teachers.
day.
I had some
Yeah,
really
it
bad
is.
teachers and really good teachers.
Do you think
Yeah.
because of like the experience that you had in school and also you being the perfect student that you were, do you think that really helped
I
you
said
in
perfect.
that really helped you in like becoming the teacher that you are today?
Yes, and I really...
Wait, before you even answer that, what made you want to become a teacher?
So basically, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to be a maths. I did a maths degree because I wanted to make money. I'm gonna work in accounting, that sort of stuff. And then when I did a placement, I said, this is ghetto. I can't be doing corporate.
We've got the same villain story.
I mean, I said, this is ridiculous. I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this? And why am I home at 7 o'clock?
Same. I said, I'm gonna stack. I'm gonna make money.
I said, that's why I want to do maths. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to be an actuarial scientist. That sort of data analysis, money, tech. And then I realized, what the hell is this? Why am I here? Why am I going to leave my house at 6 o'clock? Why am I coming back 7 o'clock? What's this?
Nah.
I said, no, I'm not doing this.
Commit life to the Matrix.
So I was confused when I was in my second year because I was like, I don't want to do corporate. So what's left for me? So then I did like a TA position in my old school, basically. And I was like to myself, this is what I want to do. I like to help kids. And I saw that my school, when I was younger, it was just full white. I was the only black person.
Oh, wow.
Muslim.
Shit.
I stood up like a sore thumb.
And now the same school, it was like
The
mixed.
same school is now mixed. I'm like, this. I wish I
This
had
is
teachers
what I
that were like,
wanted.
that were like me.
Yeah.
Because when you teach, you can't relate to somebody that just looks nothing like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true, man.
So in my second year, I decided I want to do teaching, maths, and I decided should I do primary or secondary. So in my third year, I think one of the holidays, I did a primary I was a primary TA. I said, yeah. Don't these kids are too touchy.
Yeah,
Why you hug
primary
me
TA,
for?
same.
Why are you touching me for?
It's this guy.
Did you do primary as well?
Why?
Yeah,
one
I
guy.
did primary literally
TA.
the same thing you're saying is what I went for. I was like, these guys are too needy. Like
They're too needy,
I have
touchy.
no time for this.
Why
like,
are you touching my leg?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you have
Same.
goodies and you're trying to hug me?
Yeah,
Get away from me.
Yeah, the mouth is all dirty, the nose is all
Dirty.
snotty, and they're like,
One guy, I'm doing assembly. Why is one guy puking right in front of me? I said, yeah, forget this. Wrap up. I'm doing secondary. I cannot do primary.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
primary was
trauma.
like, yeah, no,
Trauma.
I did not like primary.
I
Primary
did not like
was
primary.
awful, yeah.
Damn.
Same, same,
like they
same.
just
I
be
felt like I
cute
was the
in
only one, but
primary. They just be adorable to handle. I feel like high school, like they're just moody.
They're not moody. That's
no,
the thing,
they're not.
They're not.
They're honest. Same.
Do you know what I
I
mean?
understand where you're coming from. I don't think they're moody.
They're
They
not
just,
moody.
they just like they have attitude.
Yes.
And
you
I
kill
love that
the
because I
attitude.
have attitude and I can give attitude
Attitude
back.
Yeah, because you guys are young teachers, isn't it? You guys can give attitude back.
Yeah.
No, adult teachers can give attitude back as
Yeah.
well. Even the older ones. The older ones are the worst ones. Sarcasm level, next level.
From what I remember, yeah, our teachers in school were just like tired and fed up.
No, the thing is, I
Yeah,
think
you
students,
get that.
students,
they
You
were
get
gone
that.
before you
no, you
even
get
stepped
that
into
now
the
as
room.
well. Now you get that now as well.
students nowadays are more switched on. How was I thinking? Like when I look back at my old teachers, 22, 23. I used to think they had a house and kids when I was that age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's so true.
Yeah.
Kids
They were
nowadays,
so old to us.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids these days are switched on.
Massively.
Social media.
Social media, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. And they have some like crazy comebacks. I have to like
Same.
work to keep up with them. I'm like, they can't catch me sleeping, that's for sure.
Exactly. So I got given in my first year of teaching. I got given like a really difficult class in my first year.
Love that for you.
I had second to bottom set year 10. Difficult class. Only SLT had them, by the way. That's like senior leadership
Yeah.
teachers.
obviously.
Teachers with like 15, 20 years experience were only allowed to have that class.
Damn.
Why did they put me first year fresh?
They love doing that. They love
fresh
doing
uni
that.
They wanted to throw you in the deep end.
Threw me in the deep end.
Damn.
And guess what? I'm having them for 2 years. I said, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I was like, this is. First 3 months was difficult. Kids were coming in 10, 15 minutes late. I was like, what is this? I said, this is maths. Or is this, what is this? You do not care. And they're like, miss, we've had, and then they sat to one of the girls, I remember. Shout out to Caitlin and Lucy.
Caitlin and Lucy.
Yeah, girl.
Wherever you are in the world.
Imagine they just said, "Oh, miss, like I don't want to come to maths because I'm not good at it, and I don't want to be told I'm not good at it." I said, "Did that ever come out my mouth? Why do you think like that?" And they said, "Because all our year 7, year 8, and 9, nobody took us seriously, and people like teachers used to just roll their eyes at us if we were stuck." And then when we did our mocks, oh my God, everybody got a U. I was like, subhanAllah, what is this? Like I'm talking 5 out of 100, 7 out of 100, the whole class. I said, oh my God, what's the situation here? And I realized because it's bottom set, sometimes teachers think bottom set is it's a free lesson. There's no point in teaching them because they're going to fail anyways. That's not true. They all have 5 out of 100 means they understand something, right?
They have potential, yeah, of course.
So it took step by step, and then the U's became 1s, and then 1s became 2s, 2s became 3s,
Yeah.
and then when they got 3s, they started crying. Miss, I've never got this in my life in maths. This is not like. But then they worked really hard. They ended up being my favorite class. Imagine,
Honestly, I can.
literally.
Damn.
And then what happened? Oh yes. I think near the end of year 11, I think January of year 11, we did like after school club. In my head, I thought, oh, maybe who's going to come after school for maths, innit? It was packed.
No way.
Foundation kids, yeah? We're talking 40, 50 people came. It got so
Because they
bad.
got interested.
It got so busy and so chaotic that we had to like extend the rooms out, basically. Like, so I had 2 classrooms to do it. I was shocked. These are kids who do not like maths. You know what I mean? Coming after school.
Yeah.
Sometimes we finish at 5 o'clock.
Because there's a teacher that cares. They can see that.
Alhamdulillah, and I cried on the day of their results when they passed.
Oh,
Those 2 girls, like they passed.
That's so cute.
Both of them passed. I'll never forget those girls.
Wholesome.
Literally. And everybody was like, they still message me to the same, Miss, I can't believe I passed maths. I said, because I knew you could do it, because it's all about, maths is all about just trying and trying and trying. Do you know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
You can't just not.
You know what? I always think like teaching is one of those fascinating things because like, you never know, because you like in your career you'll teach like thousands, right?
Yeah.
If that, and then you just never know where those people go and where they end up, or like whose life you're touched in what way.
Exactly.
You know, it's just a beautiful thing.
And even those kids who didn't get the get the 4, but they got a 3. They're close. I told them it's at least as you went from a U to a 3.
Yeah.
That's good. You're very close.
Yeah.
Just sit the exam in November. You'll see you get a 4.
Yeah,
And alhamdulillah, they got 4s.
that's good. That is
I
wholesome.
was so happy though.
Do you feel like you're like? Sorry, I'm just going back to the question that literally Nadia asked you. That your experiences, like being a young person going through the education system, like massively affect the kind of teacher you became.
Yes, because I got told that you are gonna equate to nothing. you're just going to be living in because I lived in council block my whole life. And I got told, don't expect much.
Expect it, like this is your reality.
This is your reality. You can't get out. And I realized, no, education is the key.
100%.
100%. And those teachers that told me I'm not gonna make it, look at me today.
Yeah, and education is such a powerful tool. Like, one of the things my dad taught me from a very young age is that, like, all of us have the power to change somebody's reality.
Exactly.
Because we all hold knowledge. And if you, like, holding on to knowledge is like wasting knowledge.
Exactly.
You have to share it. Like, if you're not sharing knowledge that you hold with others, you're wasting it, essentially.
Exactly.
So
And I like the job because you're also getting paid,
thing.
and it's also ajr as well. My job is actually I'm just collecting good deeds.
you really are. We love that for you, mashallah. And it's a very fulfilling job, I can imagine. Exhausting though. Like, there's a
You
reason.
won't get tired of it. You still have that
Same.
buzz. It's that buzz. I don't think it's like
It's exhausting.
I feel like if you're
I feel like you have to be a certain
fighting-
type of person to be a teacher.
No, but I think if you're going, the problem with the teaching that I see, it's like if you're going against the kids,
Yes.
then you are gonna get tired.
No, okay, I say this right with the utmost respect because I'm a trainer and a facilitator, and I train young people. I do a lot of like training programs for young people, and I know that like when I train like adults and I train young people, even though it like fills me with a different type of energy, you're right. Like, I love it. They require a lot of like a different emotional intelligence, right? Like, they require a lot of like
Patience,
a lot
understanding,
of thought, a lot of understanding, a lot of like
consistency.
yeah.
Discipline.
And I think, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
discipline,
yeah, and I think
100%.
that really takes a lot out of you, right? In the same way, I care very little. Like when I'm training adults, and they get emotional, I'm like, suck it up, like it's a tough world.
But you can do that with kids though.
And like
we do
with-
that.
No, with kids, actually no, because I want them to experience it in a different. Like, I feel like there's a thing of like, I guess I care more for young people than I do for adults. Maybe that's what it is, right? And in that same way, like there's a level of love and care that goes into that work.
So
that
you feel
wouldn't
like you
go
put more
into-
effort into it because of it.
Yeah,
because you have that
I probably care
bigger
more.
care.
Yeah, 100%.
And like also for me, like I taught. So after my PGCE, I taught in that school for 2 years, and then I made the move to the Middle East. And now I teach at Qatar.
Yeah,
Do
Like,
tell,
let's unpack that a little bit. You know what I mean? Because like teaching here and teaching abroad is like two completely different realities.
I feel like a new teacher this year. Like I learned a lot about myself. It's like starting from scratch
Yeah.
again. It's completely different.
Tell us what you learned. Like, tell us like 5 things that you know that you learned before we carry on with this. Because I just want to know. Because the
again?
fact that you said you've
5
learned
things.
5 things that you learned about yourself
Okay.
by being in
Qatar.
Qatar.
One, I do not know how to time manage at all. I have 0 time management skills. I'm still learning with these
Okay.
apps and everything like this.
Do they have like school bells and stuff?
It's got school bus, but I'm talking
yeah.
like in my personal life because you need to
Oh.
like moving from when you live in your parent family
Yeah,
house.
I know
somebody else does the
exactly what
chores.
you mean.
Somebody else does this.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But
you run on-
and when it comes to
smooth.
house, you have to cook, you have to clean, you
Yeah,
have
you're
to
running
those
your
little
own- yeah.
details.
yeah, I mean, you have to do everything. So I realized I need to like schedule in certain things. Do you know what I
I
mean?
hear that, yeah.
Because if you don't wash the dishes, somebody's gonna do it in the house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
I
time
know.
management I learned I need to be good at. I'm more aware of myself. I've just learned a lot about myself moving out to a different country.
Yeah.
You need to also learned to accept challenges as well, because I do not like failure, and I really struggle with failure. So when things aren't going my way, I've learned how to like deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
good.
interesting.
and I feel
Love
like
that.
Especially with you being a teacher, there's a lot of like times you're probably gonna fail. So
Exactly.
it's like
A lot of like patience that's needed though, like when you move to a different place and just things are
100%.
different,
It's
things run different.
It's such a long process.
Yeah. What was that like? What was the move like?
The move was
Because I'm very interested in it from the perspective of like just I guess it was the first time you moved away from home,
it was
and
first
then
time
also
from
first time
home.
you moved abroad.
So basically, when I applied online and I got the job, it doesn't, because you have the job, it doesn't mean you're starting. There's a lot of visa processes that you need to do. It's quite interesting. You have to prove that your degrees are real, basically,
Interesting.
and then they get sent by the embassy, like an attestation process that takes about 3 weeks to prove that your stuff is real. It was quite costly. I think it was around £700 to prove it. And then also called after that. So after that, basically, that's when you get your visa, basically. And then when you get your visa, you can go. Without the visa, you can't go yet.
So, okay, run me through the process. So I want to become a teacher
You want to become a teacher?
in Qatar. I
So-
have my PGC.
Okay, you've done your PGCE. I'd always suggest you do your ECT, which is like 2 years on top, because
Oh,
I'm coming from a place of I've done my 2 years in the UK, and when I moved there, I feel like a new teacher. I don't think I'd be able to jump from PGCE straight to the Middle East. But you can though. It's optional. You can do it.
it's possible,
It's
yeah.
possible.
Okay.
So after that, so you do your 2 years. You apply online. There's agencies. There's websites that are called TS, Teach Away, eTeach, Atlas Teaching. Those are the good ones to use. You've applied through there. You sit the interview. By the way, it's different to the UK interviews.
How did they interview?
It's kind of like a retail interview. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to move to the Middle East? Why this school? Kind of like a Q&A question.
It's not like what skills do you have? How do you teach in the classroom?
Not really.
Really?
No, you don't. They don't. A lot of schools don't make you teach. And then after that,
That's interesting because in the UK, I guess they'd make you prepare a lesson plan. They make you like, they'd
yeah,
ask
they
you,
go
like,
through the whole
yeah.
shebang.
and then after that, you got the offer. On your offer, it needs to have your accommodation, your bills, what the bills are going to be included, transportation allowance. Because it's 50 degrees. If the school's not opposite, if the house is not opposite the school, they need to provide some sort of transportation for you.
Okay, so what's included? Give us like the
Housing.
package.
But bills, transportation allowance, flights and medical.
So how many flights a year
One flight a year back to your country
and return?
and return. But some people, they just go on holiday with that. You don't have to go back to your country, but you can.
That's decent. And medical and the medical is
yeah.
included as well. That's actually decent though.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's tax free.
Tax free. So you're basically, the salary that you have is just for food and vibes and chilling and coffee shops.
Vibes on chilling.
I'll be serious. And you can save a lot. Because in the UK, I'm going to be honest with you, there's a retention crisis in the UK because the cost of living.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, like earning what's called not a lot of money. Like when I looked at my retail job, not like and my teaching job, it's only a couple £100 more. And I have a degree. I've got my PGCE.
Yeah, it's true.
What's the point of me being a teacher in the UK?
But what's the pay like in, like what's the average teacher get paid in Qatar?
It's very different because of different experiences. But just the way I describe to people is that, for example, if you're like, I'm a teacher, you'd be paid head of maths role. If you're head of maths role, you'd be paid assistant in the Middle East. If you're assistant head, then you'd be paid head teacher. That's how I explain it.
So it's considerably more,
Considerably more.
like salary
more.
So a
on
lot
top of
more.
all the benefits.
On top of all the benefits.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people go out. A lot of people.
They're always, because you're going to be saving a lot of money,
Yeah.
essentially.
Basically, I think the UK need to do like, if they want to, because I don't mind going back to the UK. It's just like pay me more.
Yeah, they don't really
I mean,
putting
it
a lot
doesn't make
into
financial sense to be in the UK for you.
Do you
At
know
all.
what I mean? It's not financial sense. It's
Yeah,
not financial sense to be a teacher in the UK.
Do you feel like it's fulfilling though, like being a teacher in
It's
Qatar?
fulfilling. It's fulfilling as a
Or
teacher.
do you sometimes feel like, oh, I want to come back and like
Um,
serve my own community?
It's very different to work. Like it's two different types. There's benefits and drawbacks on both sides. In the UK, I miss those inner city London kids. You know, the ones that come from absolutely nothing, and then you help them. And when you see that progression,
Yep.
what's it called? Then that's what I like basically. But also in the Middle East, the kids, they respect you as a teacher. Teachers are respected in the community. There's no such thing as swearing at teachers. That doesn't happen.
There's a different type of
Parents
like, code.
are also very involved. They believe education is the key to success as well. Because yes, even if there's a kid even year 7 that's stressing about exams. When I was in year 7, I'd be like, "Oh, I got a test."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
I mean,
feel
I care.
But also,
So it's more chilled in that sense.
yeah.
There's not that. Do you feel like there's a challenge?
You make it seem easy though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There is exam season is very stressful, to be honest.
Okay.
More stressful in the Middle East.
Stressful for you or for the kids?
Us and the kids basically. Because imagine everybody's taking it seriously. In the Middle East.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. The exam season.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're preparing those
Yes,
kids to
very well.
pass full stop.
Exactly. In the UK, it's just 2 days revision and let's go.
If the kids don't do well, like, is there a level of blame that comes back to you from parents because the parents are so involved?
No, because you just need to make sure that you do your best. There's no way to hide. You know what I mean? In the UK, you can easily put on a movie. Oh, put on a movie. Let's go. You can't do that in the Middle East. You have to make sure you prepare as much as you can for the students.
And the kids are ready to learn as well. They have been taught to learn.
What's been your highlights in teaching in Qatar?
Teaching Qatar.
Or generally just being in Qatar? Teaching and living.
Just having a life outside of working. In the UK, you basically work to live. You live in paycheck to paycheck.
But you feel like you've developed like a more of a...
Actually have a life outside.
Work-life balance.
Exactly. It's a way better work-life balance.
Okay.
Go to coffee shops, going on a beach, literally go on a boat, literally after school.
Preach.
What else is there? Like just enjoying life.
And what about like making friends and like you feel like it was...
Friends is very easy to make in the Middle East.
Yeah.
You say, hi, I like you, let's go.
Really?
Because you're basically like a lot of like expats.
A lot of expat students.
Yeah.
A lot of people. There's a lot of Somalis.
Yeah, I remember you telling me there was an event, like a Somali event.
Somali one, yeah.
That people working out there. It's kind of cool. That's dope though, mashallah. I like it. I think though, like, what was your family's reaction to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna move abroad?
They knew that I wanted to work in the Middle East someday.
Yeah.
So when I told them I'm gonna do it last year, they were happy for me.
What do you mean they knew you wanted to work in the Middle East someday? Like, it's something that you've mentioned?
I've always wanted to do it. When I heard about the people teaching Qatar, Dubai.
When was this? How old were you?
I'd say 21.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a couple of years ago. Like people have started like going abroad to teach.
Okay.
From a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but was your mum not like a little bit? Because I feel like there's been a interesting shift over the last maybe like 5, maybe a little bit longer, 7, 8 years maybe, but like it hasn't been 10 yet. But where the idea of like moving abroad to work for a Muslim woman, like our parents would be like, "Mawalati." Exactly. Like, if you want to move abroad, Mawalati means that you've gone crazy. Like if you want to move abroad, right, get married.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Let your husband take you there,
husband,
right?
And your kids.
Whereas now it's I feel like it's been a thing of like it's more accepted now. It's more okay. It's more normal. I honestly realized like moving to Brussels like a couple of years ago and then moving back, I don't think I would have even been able to have that conversation if it just didn't become normalized by like all these other sisters that started moving abroad and working abroad. And
I didn't realize the movement basically. Like when I started, this is how the whole story of like networking started.
Huh?
So I was just on TikTok, just doing my thing.
Yeah.
And then people were like, why do you live in the Middle East? And I told them, oh, I'm a teacher. I said, how do you get a job in teaching? I said, oh, just follow my Instagram or follow my Twitter. And then my DMs started to get clogged. Like I'm seeing things from like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. I said, oh my goodness. And I'm that type of person that I like to reply to everybody.
Yeah, you like to help people.
I like to help people. But I thought to myself, subhanAllah, this is just too much. The amount of people clogging my DMs is too much.
I know exactly what you mean. You like being involved in what's happening.
Yeah.
So it feels like you literally, I know exactly what you mean. That's exactly what I go through. That's why I feel I hate like social media, because I want to be involved in what I'm doing. It takes a lot of time to be involved.
It does.
But getting recognised in the streets is very weird. Very weird. I'm not used to that stuff because I'm quite new to this stuff.
How are you recognised in the street? Like, explain to us.
Usually like in like somewhere bait Somali spots, like, you know, Shepherd's Bush and that sort of stuff. One time I went to like a mosque, literally just sat down. They're like, oh my God, are you Munisa? I said, what the hell? What is happening here?
Kind of awesome.
And the first time was okay, but when it's second time, third time, I'm like, so, what?
Really?
For me, I tend to dissociate myself with social media.
Yeah.
You know what? It's crazy because like I feel like I've gone from like having good memory. So usually I'd be like, oh, like I kind of like be like, you follow me on Twitter, like I'm attracted to you on Twitter, or I'm attracted to you on Instagram, or like or I met you here, or like I recognize your face from somewhere. But recently, like my head is gone. Like I've blanked. Like I ran into people yesterday that like I have spoken to multiple times on social media. And I'm like,
the ghetto.
That's what it's getting to right now. And I like
hell are you?
Same. It's getting to that point where
and
like
it's just
the amount of like
it's
people,
actually really bad.
It's bad. I'm looking at her like, I know you from somewhere.
Shouldn't be getting to that point.
Huh?
You shouldn't be getting to that point yet, man. You should be good with faces or teach.
I'm not good at faces already. You know, it takes me 6 months to remember students' names.
Oh damn, 6 months.
I'm not good with names or faces.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
So
it's crazy.
6 months.
One
What do you mean
girl-
what I'm talking about? There's a lot of people you need to remember, you know.
Girl, I do training. Like I have to remember people's names like after like a day of
Yeah,
meeting
but you're
them.
gonna forget after a while, so it doesn't count, does it?
And then for me, it's
we
like,
don't.
I mean, it's in that 5 days I'm training them, I know all their names.
But for me, it's like when the penny will drop randomly. Oh, I met her at that event.
I have to associate people with something
That's
to remember them. Like, you can't just be like John. It has to be like John. That's like
That
the
does
engineer.
this.
You know what I mean? Like, it has to be like, oh, John that
But
works for that company.
everybody I talk to is teachers though. So how does that?
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but they might
everyone's
have a
got something,
specific
like,
thing in the
like,
face
what
or in
is
their
it? Is
something
it-
they said.
Is it like Aisha from Camden? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like I need to associate you with something.
I would say personality, like, something they did.
For me to just be like, that's who you are. Do you know what I mean?
But then I realized also, I don't know, you know me for a long time. I realized though when I did these events, I did 2 networking events
Yeah.
basically, like getting to like
You
step by
did 2 successful networking
thank
events,
you.
first of all. Let's give you your flowers and your appreciation, mashallah. I feel like a lot of people benefit from that.
Alhamdulillah, basically. But what was I gonna say? I realized I wanted to get involved, but I was getting very overwhelmed
Yeah.
with the amount of people that were there. Like,
how does it-
I
how does it
need to
feel?
work on that basically.
How
Like,
did it feel?
I loved it. I'm not gonna say I really enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but just it was very overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
I don't mind presenting, but when it's just too many people saying,
Overwhelming in what
questions.
way?
when too many people asking questions, like I really struggle with that.
Well, like struggled in like you got shy or
Shy. I feel
struggled
like
as in.
I became shy, and I realized my shy
Right.
side's coming back out. I haven't seen that. I
It's
haven't
because
seen that girl
you're
in
exposed
7
now,
years.
isn't it? You're exposed now.
It's a different thing though when like loads of people just like are suddenly like there watching you, like interested, like, and there's just the level of pressure that you feel because you technically have the answers
Yes.
that they were looking for, right? There's a power dynamic there, and I guess that makes you a little bit uncomfortable. But I feel like it comes with time as well.
Yeah.
But it's good nerves though. I feel like it's because you care. Like honestly, whenever I feel nervous at events and stuff, I feel like it's because I give a shit. I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to like mislead people. I don't want to do anything wrong. So like those nerves are legitimate and good, I think.
Okay.
You know, I don't
Yes,
think
that's one way to look at it.
as long as you care, you'll never lose them.
Okay, that's good.
That's the reality.
And I wanted to make it like a non-profit as well. I'm trying to do like a non-profit, inshallah. Sponsorships. Anybody
Inshallah.
that knows, we're trying to do a money event next year.
Oh man,
Yes.
yeah, it's coming to Manchester. We're gonna hook that up. Definitely.
Make it happen.
But it's my aim to make it not free for people. I don't want to gatekeep, because I'm telling you right now, last year nobody was telling me information. I made a
Well, you
lot of
struggled,
mistakes.
yeah.
I struggled a lot. And I feel like in moving to a Muslim country, you don't know anybody. Like you're just on an airplane by yourself. A lot of us, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're in a huge community with like a lot of family. Going from that to living by yourself can be daunting.
Lies, that's so true. You know what, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I feel like, and this is something we need to do so much better at. Like when we've like succeeded, or like not just succeeded, but like figured out how to do something, and we know the route. Like it takes very little for you
Exactly.
to like keep the door open and be like, this is how you do this. This is how you do this. This is how you do this, right? And like make sure that the battles that you face or like the lack of support that you had, like other people don't go through.
Exactly.
Because I have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
With other people coming through the same door,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Like I suffered, so why are you gonna suffer? And like we don't do that enough because it's like, oh, I struggled and and you don't realize. Like I think a lot of people don't do it on purpose. I think people just don't realize.
Oh no, people gatekeep. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, but some people gatekeep.
In terms of the teaching abroad, people gatekeep. People don't want to tell
Really?
information.
Explain
Why?
how they do it.
They want not tell you information.
Why gatekeep?
You
It's
tell
like,
me. When I
am
went
I
out,
eating from your paycheck?
when I went out and I wanted to ask questions, nobody was answering my DMs. I was getting left on ed.
Really?
Honestly, I was so confused.
That's crazy.
There's only one girl that helped. Actually, shout out to Naima. Basically, she helped me. She was from my friend moved basically.
Yeah.
So no, sorry, my cousin moved, and she's my cousin's friend who's still out there. So her and her friend Amal helped me basically. But apart from those two, I was getting ed from everybody. Hi, assalamu alaikum, ed, seen.
No way.
I'm telling you right now. So I'm gonna
That's
make sure
crazy.
it's non-profit.
And these are people that talked to you before.
No, I don't talk. I try to shout.
Oh,
shoot
just
it.
to
I
start
want
to
to say
get
my favorite thing
information.
to do. Alhamdulillah, I have
Wow,
a huge network
crazy.
of friends, right?
Alhamdulillah.
My favorite thing to do is connect people with people. So when somebody says to me, "Oh, I want to be like a teacher abroad," I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I got the person for you." I'll connect them with. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love connecting people. So like, I've never like, alhamdulillah, I haven't come across people that have like intentionally kept in that way. And I agree with you, they definitely exist, and you're probably right? But like, that's kind of crazy to me that like somebody would intentionally like be like, "Oh, let me not tell you this person." Like, what are you losing? Like, I'm not eating from your.
When you're not happy, you don't
Plate,
want
like-
others to be happy as well, innit?
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm in a situation right now where people were saying, "Oh, Munisa, make it into a business, charge people 20, 30 pounds." I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to just make it a non-profit.
Yeah.
I just want to help people.
Yeah.
I don't want a business.
People are obsessed with making money
You know what I mean?
for no reason.
Ilahi gave you this.
Yeah.
Maybe Allah will help me with maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't say for no reason. Let's be honest. Like, that's what we, like, end of the day, that's what we all, trying to get, a better condition, a comfortable life. So I get where they're coming from. But at the same time, like, I feel like it comes to you to decide what is it you want.
Non-profit. I'm going to make
That's it.
non-profit.
Yeah, but like, no, here's the thing, right? You can make money from anything, right?
Exactly.
And it's like, but like, there's certain things like, if this is not, it's not your main, it's not like it's not a main hustle, it's not her main job, right? So if you're saying you want to give back to the community, then give back to the community authentically, right?
Yeah.
Like, at least get some ajr from it, do it authentically. Like,
I'm trying to go to gate 7
Exactly.
of Jannah. I'm trying to go to...
Yeah, but you're trying to go to gate
numero
7,
seven.
but not
Number 7.
everyone
At
is
the very
trying
top,
to.
baby.
No one is thinking that far ahead. Especially people nowadays,
what I
like
mean,
we're
'cause, like,
thinking now. We want money now.
but everyone thinks like,
comfortable life now.
everyone thinks of like, how can you make this, like, because how can you make money from this? Like, how can you like,
Yeah, but what I'm
Make
saying is
some
like you guys have
pistols.
to understand where they're coming from. Also, we
Yeah,
can't just
I've
be
told
like,
them no, and they keep saying it.
oh
I'm
right,
like,
they keep
no.
pushing it.
yeah, and I think multiple people.
Yeah,
are
I guess
like
they
that.
will. They will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
multiple-
normal.
Why don't you can make a business and let's see how it works for you.
Yeah, because like, the thing is, right, if they make it into a business, but you're offering it for free, then nobody's gonna go to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a thing of like, oh yeah, let's capitalize from this. I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's sad. Okay, one of the things like I think like kind of shows the state of the world, like the dunya that we're in right now, is like how individualistic we are, right? And like how we continuously think about like what are we set to gain from every situation. And I think that's really sad, because the reality is that like if we talk about like are like being like this one nation, one ummah, one community that are like, you shouldn't gain from everything that you do. Right? That's not the point, right? And if you're consistently thinking about what am I set to gain from giving to this or pouring into this all the time, it is such like a selfish mentality to have that you're failed, like you've fallen off.
Exactly.
You know? So
And
I
actually
think it's a very, very good thing for you to be like, no, actually I wanna do this for the community. Like, I don't want it to be an
And wallahi, I'll be honest with you, like when I told people I'm doing this event, alhamdulillah, ilahi, it's the power of Allah that allows this to happen. I got the venue for free.
Yes.
Shout out to Bright Centres. I got the food for
Are you
free.
in Right Centre?
The
I
Bright
love Isa.
Centres. Isa, shout out to Isa and Bahja. Wallahi, she's such a
OG.
OG girl. I also got the food for free from Savannah.
Yes, I saw
So
that.
I had, mashallah.
Got some nice place to live.
Exactly, nice. Hilib slapped. And also, I got food. I got the drinks from AA Blends free of charge.
I know, I saw
Literally.
Hamza was there.
Yeah.
Whipping it up. Shout out AA Blends.
Shout out to AA Blends too.
Honestly, Hamza, incredible human being as well.
Exactly.
We love.
So
we
it
love,
wasn't- if
we
it
love-
wasn't
we
for
love small
Allah,
businesses.
Because I made the intention that I want to make it for free for teachers.
And
Yeah.
they made it possible.
They made it possible, and it got sold out in 40 minutes.
I saw that.
40 minutes. I was expecting. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I
And
shock
it
myself.
It really looked good. It really looked good. You did amazing, mashallah.
Shout out to the team.
Do you know what it is though? Good intentions. Like, it's like you did it with the right intentions. You did it right, and then like everything just fell in line. You know, mashallah.
So inshallah, like we got a lot of plans inshallah in the future.
Yeah, I love that.
Mani, London.
Anyone watching this in Manchester that wants to become a teacher, inshallah, will
Come to you. I didn't realize we have a
set
lot.
something
We got a good base in Manchester.
Yeah.
listen,
I don't know. They're really.
First of all, yeah, it's only great people in Manchester. Okay, so when you come there, you'll see the love. You know, like only the greatest of the greatest live there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have plans to go international as well, inshallah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There's a lot of girls saying Minneapolis, come to Ohio, maybe Australia, America, Canada tour as well.
Nah, I bet that'll be amazing. Honestly, like
Just don't know how to, I just don't know how to do it. That's the thing.
Scandinavian
Oh,
trip.
you'll figure it out when the time comes.
Scandinavian trips. Nah, but like this, we've all got networks. I can connect you with some
definitely.
cool people.
Yeah, when the time
So
comes,
saying
you'll
Australia.
know.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Australia for the first time
When?
next month,
Lit.
and I am so shook. Not because I'm going like.
I got some Australian Perth girls. Where you going?
I'm going to Sydney.
I have no dream.
But you know what? I'm terrified about like just snakes.
And
and
Not in
kangaroos.
Sydney. No, not in
spiders.
Sydney. I was there. It was,
No. But I'm not going to
to
be in Sydney. I'm going to be like somewhere rural because I'm delivering training.
All right,
So
then,
like
yeah.
it's going to be like
You're
an
done
hour
then.
and a half.
Yeah,
hour.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're gonna
You're
be
done
hit-
then.
You'll be seeing
Yeah.
kangaroos.
You're done then. Bye-bye.
I
Nice
am
meeting
so
you.
scared to the point where like, and you know when I'm more scared, yeah, like when I was putting out my visa, right, like I have to not only submit like my company, like the company that's taking me health insurance, and then they're like, you're a freelancer, so you need different form of health insurance, and they were like, you need public liability insurance, and da 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 da, and I said, these niggas are preying on my death.
Exactly.
They were like, if she dies
Better
here,
check your shoes before you put them on.
we need to make sure that we're not liable for anything. Like, I was like, what is this?
But you
And
know
then-
what? Border control though, back in when you're younger, Australian border control, crazy.
It is.
So scared. I'm so scared. Anyways, yeah, like
I feel like we'll be
When you
fine
mention
though.
Australia-
Fine, just make
Yeah, you have people there that will
by
like
the time
tell
this
you as well.
episode comes out, I think I would have been in Australia and back. So,
Probably.
yeah. So, inshallah, if I'm alive,
keep us in your du'as. The du'a was suffer.
we'll deal with. I mean, you're traveling tomorrow, so
Yes, but more du'as about it.
no, inshallah, I will do most definitely. But yeah, if I'm back, if you see an episode after this episode, then alhamdulillah, I guess everything went well. Do you know what I mean?
Lit.
It is
Are
weird.
you going through Qatar?
No. Oh, damn. I wish I was. I'm going through China.
China.
Why do you wish you were going through Qatar?
Because you
Drop
go
by.
a lot of
Like,
the.
hey, what you
But you
saying?
can't really get out. I wasn't able to get out.
Oh, we can come to you. We
Yeah.
can come to you. We pay like I think.
Oh,
30.
can you go?
Oh, really?
Can you go into the airport?
But Qatar
Banging.
visa's pretty easy. Like a visiting visa's pretty easy to get.
Do you know Qatar? Yeah, they're taking the mick. I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, we stopped there for 5 hours. Explain to me. This is the crazy. You know, like when you're hungry and you see food, but you can't go get the food. Imagine, yeah, we were inside the airport. We could see the heat outside. I tell you, I could see the heat outside.
In the waves.
Explain to me why it was freezing inside that airport.
What was it? AC is on. Oh,
It
the
was
AC.
freezing. It was crazy. I was cold and I could see the waves. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, wow, this is a disaster.
It also gets cold in Qatar, by the way.
You know what kills me is the way in which like Middle Eastern countries like blast the AC to like minus
Yeah,
fucking
it's
temperatures.
crazy.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's like it's so unhealthy. Like I get
It
sick.
is unhealthy.
'Cause
Yeah.
you're like you go from like literal desert to like Antarctica. It's like why are you trying to kill me?
But
Yeah.
good luck to the winter. Pack your jumpers. If you're going out to Qatar soon or the Middle East, pack a jumper.
Really?
It gets cold.
Yeah, of course it gets
how-
10,
cold. It gets bloody
15.
boiling in
I mean,
summer.
the house
She said 10, 15. Literally. She said 10, 15. Like, come on.
10 degrees. No, but
Yeah,
10
but
degrees.
it's different from here.
Inside
innit,
is
so?
colder, by the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is. It always.
One
is.
time, you know how many plans I cancelled because of the weather? I said, yeah, you ain't seeing me outside snapping.
Come on, you're a UK girl. You should know better.
Oh,
Yeah,
outside.
you're a UK girl. What do you mean?
You,
but I didn't
should
know
know
that.
better.
Did you not pack your jumpers?
Nope.
All right, didn't pack no jumpers.
Gotta pack hoodies, man. Always.
In Qatar.
That's probably why your
But it
parents
doesn't
say.
matter because like even like in the heat, like once the sun goes down and there's wind, it's cold
But in the Middle East,
everywhere.
I didn't know they're in the Middle East though.
everywhere.
But 10 degrees, well, I was shaking.
Once the
This is
sun
probably why
goes
your
down,
parents say
'cause-
make sure you go when you have a husband. You know, because of these things.
yeah, take the jumper,
You know what I mean?
like run me that blazer
Run me.
immediately.
Like,
Take
you
off
guys you
now.
have
Take
to
it off.
think your parents have a point when they talk. It's not just for the sake of it.
That hoodie, that's mine.
Seep.
Nah, that's actually hilarious. Nah, I love
Take
that.
off now.
Nah, inshallah, we need to come visit you in Qatar. Nadia, we need to do a Qatar trip.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yes, come
we're
through.
coming.
We do a little Qatar trip.
Yeah, we're
Buy
coming. We're gonna go
abayas.
meet the teachers in Qatar. We're gonna the
By the way-
students.
I actually have an addiction now.
Love that for you.
My bulwark is
Coffee shop.
abaya shopping. This abaya, £15.
Ooh,
You do have
It's
some
waterproof. By the way, it's waterproof.
You do have some lit abayas.
waterproof.
It's waterproof.
So it's
have to lit
UK
abayas.
proof.
Well, it's waterproof.
I love it.
And I found out by accident because I was drinking water and I just chugged the
Spilled
water,
it.
spilt it, and I saw the drop coming
Coming
off. I said,
Yeah,
what's
'cause I see
this?
the type of material. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna
£15.
I'm gonna have to run. You're gonna have to run me some abayas.
And these TikTok
Maybe we can make a
shops-
business out of this.
I'm
In the
getting
UK, it would be perfect.
Let me tell you, wallahi, I don't know if you saw my Instagram story the other. It was like I remember a couple of months ago. It was on. I was on TikTok because I'm addicted to TikTok, and I see abayas. I was like, oh, nice abaya. I clicked on it, £150. I was laughing. I was wearing the same abaya, £15.
150.
150 on TikTok. Go to Qatar.
Wajib, man. Go to Qatar.
If you want it cheap, you know where to go,
Nah, I'm
guys.
not lying to you.
And also gold.
I'm triggered at these prices
Oud.
these days.
Oof, yeah.
Gold is cheaper than
Preach.
Dubai.
It's the same. I think
Same,
similar.
same.
Oud is good as well. Get your Abdisam al-Qurashi.
So you got an
Ooh.
addiction going on, like I can
It's
see.
actually an addiction.
I love that for you though. I'm
I'm
glad.
like, I just see
a lot of
you
things,
living
innit?
your soft life on
Yeah.
social media, and I'm like, this is the life I want.
yeah.
Don't worry, can hook you up. I know some people that you can work in the ministry, inshallah.
Ministry.
Yeah.
What kind of jobs are we talking?
There's Ministry of Education, there's Ministry of
wouldn't mind
Family
it, eh?
Affairs.
Make
Look
a
at
little
her.
bit-
Especially
make-
with education,
make
she's
a
like,
little bit of
okay, I
Qatari
see
money.
myself.
Exactly.
I
Come
see
to you,
myself.
mean.
I see
It's like a
myself
little bit
there.
of. I feel like I'd get really bored in the Middle East.
You would never get born in the Middle East. There's
I'm
always
gonna
something
lie to you, I
happening.
think I would get bored in the Middle East.
She
You
likes
know what? Let's
challenging.
hear her out.
She's toxic like that.
Let me tell you right now, I like.
I
There
have a
is
big
women-only
mouth.
beaches.
No. Okay, you need to understand.
She's
Zamzam,
toxic.
I'm an activist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
How?
She's toxic.
I don't
she
want
likes
peace. I want problems every day.
You want what?
Give me problems.
She wants
right?
problems. She's toxic.
I at the government for a living.
Pardon?
I would be in prison in Qatar.
Yeah. No, but thing
Do you
is,
understand?
they treat.
No. I don't think you understand. Do you
She
understand
does.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
She'd be in
I
prison.
wouldn't be able to hold my tongue. I wouldn't be able to, like, there's just a certain thing of like, there's a lot that I wouldn't be able to do that
Just
I do
too
now.
British.
Specifically like with the work that I do in climate justice, like, I just would hold them accountable, and I think I would get in a lot of trouble for that. I would lose my job, and I wouldn't get hired by the ministry. I would never get hired by the ministry just because
Why
of
not?
my
You said you can't.
Because of the comments that she makes.
because I have a lovely past. I have a great past. But like I just wouldn't get hired by the ministry because I would be seen as like a
Problem.
radical individual.
No, you won't. They love Somalis.
No.
No, they actually do.
It
Think
isn't about the
they
country,
think
it's about the
Somali-
person.
They think Somalis are Arab. So, and I'm like, I don't speak Arabic. Nothing.
Wherever makes you feel
Mamnoor.
comfortable.
No, I mean, how much you paid? I know Arab. Run it up.
No, like that. I don't think you understand this.
Fi Arabia.
There's certain jobs. You know, people from Somalia, they're not allowed
There's
to just do
waffle.
certain jobs in Qatar because of the, they want to make sure Somalia is good.
I don't know about that. Maybe, possibly. See,
We'll see.
we'll see. Maybe let me know. Let me know
What's popping?
What's popping?
I will let you know, inshallah.
You know me. Get that money, money. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I love what I do here. But we have literally been talking about recently, like where would I live? Where would I settle down? I don't even wanna, like, I don't see my life in the UK long term.
Where are you trying to go?
I don't see, but I don't know if anyone sees their life.
Are you trying to?
long-term.
Are you trying to go back home as well?
I've been saying that for years.
Back
Wallahi, I'm
home
not gonna lie
isn't
to you.
safe. Back home isn't great. Back home, unfortunately.
Okay, back home for you is a lot safer
Than
right,
us.
than us,
be
right? Like,
honest.
relax.
Sam,
you've
when
been there.
when I say safe, listen, the life I have here, not even half I'll be able to have in Angola or
yeah.
Portugal for that matter. So no, it's not safe.
Yeah.
Safety
But,
isn't
like,
just
okay, but we're
you getting
talking-
killed. We're talking about like
Yeah, but we're talking about safety from a security perspective. But you're right, like
security
political
perspective as well.
instability.
but security perspective.
Very political.
Political instability is
Wow.
security as well. You're right, 100%.
I saw the president of Somalia in Qatar.
You know him.
Oh yeah, I remember when he came
Oh my god.
on that event,
That event.
and the
Very questionable.
the Beebles, they didn't like him.
No.
I heard that as well.
It was very.
I thought they liked Somali people.
Like, I was like, this is the president of
the president
Somalia.
came, but like the Somalis in Qatar didn't like the president.
No, but he was wild.
We didn't like
It was
our own
why
president.
is it always no. It
Why
was given
is it
clubhouse
always-
antics. He was just saying whatever.
He was just waffling.
You know what he said? He literally said, if Somalia had more petrol, had petrol, and we were to give it, dig it up in the 1960s, we would be more richer than any of the GCC countries. I wanted to scream.
Do you know what though? Here's the thing.
But how are you saying that in Qatar?
As somebody that like
You're
goes
visiting.
to like,
Where's the respect? Where's the hishad?
it's embarrassing because this happens to me often, right? So as somebody that like does a lot of work with like the UN, right? You go to like these events where like there's the country nations representing, right? And then Somalia pulls up, right? With like this like
No, don't say Somali. Say my people. Go on. You
I'm not
say
claiming
it. Say it.
I'm not claiming them. I'm not claiming them.
Say it with your chest.
I'm not claiming them in the same sentence.
Say it with your chest.
I don't think
So basically, right? And there'll be like this half-assed speech, which makes no bloody sense. And I'm just like, I'm pissed. I'm embarrassed because I'm like,
so embarrassing.
it's like, please do better. Like
One guy was literally asking the Navy question. They were asking him, okay, what's the Navy situation in Somalia? He goes, Alhamdulillah, we have 2 boats. You know how embarrassing that is? Alhamdulillah, we have 2 boats. What is that? 2 boats.
yeah, I'm gonna take a nap.
Who does that?
So when you ask us, do we want to be back to Somalia? I do. I feel like there's a level of urge.
I feel like you guys understand it's not just Somalia, it's like Africa. It can be a bit of a joke at times.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're not having that political debate.
We are let.
No, Nadia.
No.
Naughty corner.
Maybe after this podcast.
Over some food.
What's this? What are we singing?
Do you know what? I'm trying to figure it out as well, but I know it's a cartoon, something. What is it?
I don't know, honestly. I recognize it.
Yeah, I recognize it as well. It's a cartoon.
Here's the thing. There's a level of urge for me to go back to Somalia as diaspora and do something, right? Like the same anger and frustration that I have here, I have for my home as well, right? Same. And it does feel like home. Like when I went back to Somalia, like I felt like home in a way that I didn't think I would, right? And also like I think there's a level of like pain and frustration and disappointment in like our parents' eyes of the Somalia that they left behind, that they knew, that like breaks my heart a little bit, you know? And so yeah, I would want to 100% go back home and do something.
Same, I would 100% love to build a school, or, you know, 100%.
Yeah, I had this like great.
It's a good thing you have 2 boats.
I had this great idea. 2 boats, shut up, Nadia.
2 boats, you know.
I had this great idea in my head, like because like I was working a couple of years ago. I was doing a lot on like governance with the universities, right, in the UK when I was president, and I was like, I had this great idea to be like, I need to work with the education ministry, and we need to establish like governance structures for universities because everyone makes their own university. Like there's so many fake universities in Somalia, and like there's just no checks and balances. I was like, we need to regulate everything.
No, 100%.
I had this great, exciting idea. My uncle was like, you're gonna get killed, sit down.
But it's true though.
I love that reality check that you
My
get.
uncle was like, you're gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
No, it's actually reality, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Like,
it is.
Like, imagine, think about it.
Because what I would do is I would like force a lot of universities closed down. There'll be a bounty on my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like £250,000 for the murder of Zemzem.
Yeah, imagine. And then imagine like digitalizing like
They don't even have to give that
thousands
much.
of people's degrees.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Not even that much. They'll do it for less.
Nah, they would do it for less. They'll be like $10. Get up.
Dilla,
That's
what I
actually,
know is-
but it's really depressing because like my uncle was like, think about it, like there's thousands of people that have been through these fake universities that you would automatically delegitimize their degrees because they have had a fake degree. And then like it's like the amount of havoc. And I was like, but at some point you need to be able to regulate universities, right? You need to be able to like regulate educational establishments, because if you don't, then like Ali over here could be like, I'm a like I've got a medical degree.
No, but it's true though. But then
Or I'm a surgeon. I'm going to perform surgery on somebody.
Why?
Like, where are your qualifications?
My question is, why are there fake university degrees? Why are we not challenging it? Because nepotism is rife.
No, because it's like, do you know what it is, right? And I'm not lying to you, diaspora has a huge part to play in this, by the way. So there's so many people that will be like, oh, I'm a midwife. I'm going to go to Somalia and open a midwifery school. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to
Right?
be, yeah.
And it's like, you have been taught how to become a midwife.
Not how to teach to become
Not
midwife.
how to teach to become midwife, right? And the amount of like intricacies that goes into like setting up these kind of establishments, like you can't take a model that exists in the West and like copy and paste it, right?
Exactly.
And that's not how it works, right? You can't teach somebody like the same practices, policies, regulations that you've been taught in like the West because they don't apply in like, do you know what I mean? So there's a level of frustration that I have also with us as a diaspora that go back and be like, oh, I have this great idea. So a lot of them happen well intentionally, and then they realize there's so much money in it. Right?
It's not everything about money. That's the thing. You need to be including and accept, like making sure that Somali that are. But it's fake degrees though.
It's fake degrees, and people pay for their degrees as well. It's like
There's money.
My teacher, my uncle, he's a teacher in Somalia.
Mashallah.
He's he teaches Italian, right?
Ooh.
And he teaches that, or like one of the like actual like universities, like Mogadishu University, like which is like a national university, it's a free university. So it's actually it's not a fake university. It's an actual established university, existed for like years. And he's like consistently students try to pay him off, right? Like for good grades, like that's just normalized in like these other like universities.
And
or,
that's
like,
just the tip of the
establishment that like it's normal that like a teacher's gonna take a bribe. Obviously, principally, he's like this grew up in Italy, but like has lived in Britain most of his life. So like in his head, like it's like a huge, principally like a horrible thing, and he would never do it. But he talks about like how every single semester, like multiple people try to bribe him. And I find that fascinating.
Ain't bribing haram though.
Yeah,
Ain't bribing haram.
girls in Somalia, like everything every day while we're dinner. Hey, hi, sir. Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Right, so seen it, sir.
I've seen it, sir. Like you can't checkpoints. So people just create checkpoints like that. Like there's so much bribery that happens in that space.
But I haven't been in a long time. You know, I went in 2009 with Dalo Airlines. Okay, buy it.
I'm telling you, girl, everywhere you go.
But I went in 2009, so I don't know what it's like now.
Oh, so different.
Dalo Airlines. Oh my god.
Yeah, I would never take Dallas Airlines. I do respect myself. I do respect my life.
The seats were ripped.
I respect my life.
Like
I said, I value my life. You know,
They don't.
I love Zamzam.
I was 12. I can't be like, I'm not getting this this airplane.
Oh yeah, do you not love me?
I can't say that.
They'll be like, where are the seatbelts? You know, just pray.
Exactly. But alhamdulillah, there's really good. There's better airlines like Qatar Airways, Ethiopian Airlines as well.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I live in a small town called Garowe.
Isn't it cheap to go from Qatar to Somalia actually?
I think it's only Mogadishu that's a problem.
It's only to Mogadishu?
Yes.
What's that problem?
Because I'm from Garowe, up north. I
I
mean,
mean, you can take a flight from.
that's
Mogadishu
long.
Airport.
With Dala Airlines, no, thank you.
No, there's loads of airlines now.
The Mel Airlines, something like that.
There's quite a few airlines now.
There's quite
There's
a
Somali
few.
Airlines.
But it's easier for me to go from London to Addis Ababa and then Addis Ababa to Garowe. If you want to go to the
Doesn't
north,
Qatar airline go to like I don't even know. Like we're having
No,
we're having
only
an
Qatar.
airline debate. I don't even know. But
Anyways, guys, let's focus in whatever we were talking before we started talking about this, which was
just traveling, just being
traveling.
abroad.
being
you know.
abroad, Middle East.
Being abroad. All right, so let's wrap it up. 'Cause I think-
what do you want to leave our
What advice
beautiful people with?
would you leave our followers with?
I wish that I did research
Yeah.
before moving to the Middle East. I knew I wanted to go to Qatar, but I didn't pick the school that suited me.
Okay.
Basically, remember, because you're not just going to the school. You're living in the staff accommodation. You are living near your colleagues.
Yeah.
It's very different in the UK. When you you're a teacher as well. When you go home, you don't see your colleagues.
Yeah.
In the Middle East, when you go home, you can see them in the grocery shops, in the gyms, in the
Everywhere.
pools, everywhere. So you need to make sure you go to a good school. You need to really regularly check the reviews on Google. You know what? Even use Facebook. Facebook is popping out there in the Middle East. So always do your research before moving to the school. You cannot afford going to
A school
a
that
questionable school.
that doesn't. Okay. And what about anything else they should consider?
When you do your research, consider this. Where do you want to move to? Do you want to move to Saudi? Do you want to move to the Middle East? Do you want to move to Qatar? Do you want to move to Dubai? So check what you see. If you're very active and you like to go out and socialize a lot, Dubai is probably good for you. If you want that deen element and then also a life, also good. Qatar's good. And if you really want to focus on your religion, because Saudi's a bit quiet, basically, that's when I suggest you pick Saudi.
Different lifestyles.
Different lifestyle.
Or if you're really struggling and you don't even know what to do, just contact Munisa. Where do they get your contact?
Either my Twitter, basically, Munisa says,
We'll tag it somewhere.
or my Instagram, munisa.mx.
Nice.
So shoot me a DM.
Yeah, definitely.
DM the ball girl.
We'll tag you,
Definitely.
and we'll share any of your events. As
Yeah,
well.
100%.
Thank
Definitely.
you. Manchester is the next event, inshallah.
And you're gonna do Manchester and London like back to back,
London.
innit?
Yeah.
Inshallah, man, I can't wait.
Because
I know.
we
It's
got
exciting.
we got a lot of northern supporters.
Whoop whoop, go north.
There was one girl from Liverpool. I literally said that came to London to shout out to the Liverpool girls. I literally said, just talk to me. I want to hear your accent.
Liverpool Somali girl.
I want to hear your Scouse accent.
I'm not lie to you, like northern Somali girls are just wholesome.
Yeah, they're so
We're all
wholesome.
very friendly.
The Mani girls were so funny.
Yeah, they're all actually very friendly. We're very nice.
We have people. I'm so shocked.
We're
We have
actually
people,
quite nice.
we have
Well,
people from
I don't
Bradford.
think you're nice, Sam,
We're
but
very,
okay.
very friendly.
People came from Bradford, Newcastle.
Somalis from Bradford.
No, just like because it's not just Somali girls. It's
Yes,
Muslim
Sam.
girls.
Of course, duh. I was Bradford Somali just wasn't adding up to me. Do you know what I mean? I've been to Bradford many times.
Basically,
Yet to find a Somali there.
There's Muslim girls.
Astaghfirullah, I do know Somali. I have a Somali friend that lives in Bradford.
Mesut Bahadur.
He's actually gonna fight me as well.
What's he doing in? What's he doing?
Well,
in
his
Bradford?
family live there.
What are you doing in Bradford?
Well, it's a good question. What are you doing in Bradford?
I find himself.
How much could you get?
No. That's I guess.
Oh yeah, did I say that? My colleague knows Zamzam. I told you you're bait.
Oh yeah.
She is. She's bait. We need to get rid of her.
I said to her when I told her,
She really needs to get rid of her.
"What's hater? Hate in the club."
100%. Who's if I'm not hating, then who's gonna hate her?
It'd be your own.
You be your own.
It'd be
Listen,
your
all
own.
those
Haters-
haters. Listen, all those haters outside. They don't really hate her. It's not real. It's fake.
Haters. Do you know what I say? Haters, are shy lovers.
The biggest lovers.
Love that.
Biggest lovers.
She
Biggest
went,
lovers.
haters are shy lovers.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that to people.
Obsessed.
I'm gonna say that to people now.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's actually crazy. Like, it's a small world. It is a small world, mashallah. I love it.
Inshallah. I just gotta keep my head up high. I remember one time I got cancelled on Twitter.
Wait,
There's nothing wrong with that, girl.
Once.
listen.
If you don't
I have
get
been
cancelled, then
cancelled
what's the
multiple
point?
times.
No, I actually
Attempted
want to cry. I
attempted
literally want-
cancellations.
I deleted all my social media. I said I will not be cancelled. And do you know what happened? Because people need to understand I'm a very direct person. Do you know what I mean? I don't.
You do know, like, social media has like collective amnesia. Like, there's like today we hate you, tomorrow
We love you.
what did you say again? Like, it's just the internet moves like that.
Literally.
Like, you say something, they beef you today, it's not a problem tomorrow.
No, but I need to reiterate. I'm a
Depends.
very direct person. I don't mean like
You're also a very literal person.
very literal, which is a problem. I realized it comes across as rude when I'm not rude.
Yeah.
Like this poor girl, wallahi, shout out to you.
Shout out to the poor girl.
Basically,
Whoever you are.
She did a Curious Cat because that's when I first started on Curious Cat. I
I stay away from those because that's what got me in trouble the first time.
That's what got me in trouble. We learn from our mistakes.
It got
So
me in
what
trouble the
happened
first
was this girl said, I'm really happy I got a job. Like, thank you for helping me. I got a job in Kuwait. And the driver is picking me up. I said, cool, that's what everyone does. It's true because everybody picks you up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You're arrogant. You think you know everything. I'm just, it's obvious. And then the girl replied back to me saying, oh, you were supposed to congratulate me. I said, yeah, but I'm telling you that everybody gets a driver. It's not special. Do you know what I mean? You'll be stuck in a bus and you're going to take other colleagues. Do you know what I mean?
She wanted you to,
Say
give her a
congratulations,
bit
oh my
of a, yeah.
I was
She
just,
thought she
wanted
was
to be
like, she was living in
loved.
that moment, and she wanted to be
You
appreciated.
took away
with
her light.
Yeah, you took away her moment.
Listen,
Yeah.
you mean person.
You're mean.
We need to
No,
sit
I'm
down. We need to
joking.
talk. After this, we're going to sit down. We're going to talk.
no, but I just want to make sure
Nah.
that people understand I'm a direct and literal
No,
person.
but that's just you being like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, that happens. That's
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, I get
Yeah, we
that.
understand that, don't we? We get it.
We get that. No, 100%.
We get it.
I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
And I got called.
But I would have, and this is where my political correctness come in, my training. I would
I have no media training.
I would have quoted that with, but congratulations, that's really cool. Like, well done. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been like, oh yeah,
I
that's
feel like
normal,
that would
it
be
happens.
sarcastic after.
But like, no, as in like, congrats, like you moved out there, like, you
Congrats for being picked up.
know? No, congratulations for like on this journey.
know,
on
so
this.
I'm
But
joking.
here's the thing, right? There's a level of like, if you want to be passive aggressive, you can be passive aggressive. You can be like, oh yeah, well done, whatever. But like, the thing is, I think people share these kind of things because to them it's like, oh
Yeah.
my days, they're in that moment.
I'm forced to go back and I
Yeah.
always say
Do you know what I mean?
congratulations.
It's
But
like
I just said,
it's the first time, like, it's so funny. The first time I like got upgraded and I was like, I was on first class, right? I got
Woo!
so excited. I was like posting it all on my social media.
I
was
would
like,
never do that.
and
Evil
then-
eye is real.
And then people are like, oh my God, Zamzam, like, have you never been in first class? I said, nah, let me live my
No.
happiness. Me not care what you think.
let me upgrade you. Upgrade
People thinking like, oh yeah, like, oh, you travel so much. Like, I thought you've already been to like, in what way? Like, I'm not gonna. If I was in first class, I would have been studying in first class a long time ago. Do you know what I mean? So I was in my happy element,
pray-
right? And then people message me be like, yeah, you know, it's not all it's made up to be. I said,
Shush.
hater, Stay over there.
Nah, let her move.
I'm celebrating right now. And the people that were like, oh, you up? I said, yeah, we up, nigga. We up. I was like enjoying the moment. And that's the thing, like, you've got to like, you can't, it's like this idea, this mentality of like fake it till you make it. It's like, nah, man, let me enjoy like these things that like I've never experienced before. Let me be in that moment.
away from the girl, basically.
So you've been on social media for quite a while, basically. I've only been on this game for 6 months, basically. Like, I have no media training at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do I want to be still lit and funny. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be this boring, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably tell you something that you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Like, for years, I've been trying to figure out the balance between being a serious character that does like important work and being like my authentic, funny, like personable Zumzum, right? And I realize that you can't be both on a platform. It's actually like you have to like you have to pick what you're going to use that platform for if you want to use it well.
Okay.
You know? That's honestly what I've learned. To the point where like actually like recently had a conversation. I was like, oh, should I create another Instagram? Do I have the energy to manage another Instagram? Probably not. And I guess that's what like private stories and like close friends is for. It's useful.
For me, it's now about navigating that because I'm trying to be, you know, cackling, having a nice time. But I
Same,
realize
100%. But I think you have to pick your... Because here's the thing, right? When I said like, you remember when I said that curious cat, like it was Ask FM back in the day. Like innocent, dumb, fun jokes, right? That I made years ago. Like came back to bite me in like articles format, Daily Mail. You know what I mean? Daily Star. Like it was just like but it literally like it blew something so little and jokey between me and my friends way out of proportion. And that's what I mean. Like just because obviously with social media, like when we have small followings, it's like small microcosms.
Do you know what I mean?
Like you don't. It's just a small part of the internet. Like to you, it's like me and my friends. Like it's our jokes, but actually no. It's a permanent public platform that everybody has access to.
exactly.
Forever. Nothing really gets deleted from the internet. And that's what I mean. Like, so something that you post today that you think is not that deep, in like 5 years time, you might be like, fuck, that is actually kind of personal or deep. So yeah, that's the best advice I can give you. Like think out loud about like the kind of things you post.
Definitely.
Don't you think about now, think about the
Because I
future.
feel like you are at a stage where I was a couple of years ago where like, I would tweet what I think.
you still
And like,
do
if
something.
you see my, and I think it comes from like, I've been policed a lot by friends who used to like run my social media. Like, I have so many bullshit archived. Like, not even like, do you know, like in the non-posted, like, because I just,
Drafts.
it's like, I'll like tweets, I'll be like writing something, I'll be like, nah, I can't tweet this is dumb. Drafts, right? And then I'll come back to it and I'll be like, I can't believe I almost tweeted that. There'll be so much. I can't believe I almost tweeted that. You know what I mean? And there's a fine line, and you go through it all the time. But yeah, if you want to use
Why do I have to do a fine line? Why can't I just be myself?
be yourself.
You can
but
try. I mean, give it a try. It might work with you. It might work with you.
Can be
Give it a
yourself,
try.
right? But it's the thing
I
of
just don't
like
get cancelled again. That was horrible.
You probably will get cancelled, but you'll be fine
Here's the thing,
tomorrow.
you can't. Here's the thing, right? If you want to be yourself on social media and live like and enjoy yourself on social media,
You have to be able to
then
handle what?
you're gonna have to be ready for the repercussions.
Yeah.
And if you're not ready for the repercussions, then you need to learn. to
Because
pace
it's not
yourself.
fair as well.
You have
There's
to
not,
pick
there's
one.
not a point of
You
you
can't be
giving
like,
and
I
you
want my
can't get
cake
it
and eat
back.
it too. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Why can't I?
It's just not life, baby girl.
We're not in Barbie land, love.
It's not life, baby girl. You know what I mean? It's not how the world works.
Yeah, where
That's
everyone
why I
has
always-
the right to have an opinion.
That's why I wish I didn't have a face on social media. Do you know what I mean? I wish I did what I did and not put my face on.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, people are associated to you better, and like, especially because of the work that you're doing, because they see a face
Yeah.
behind it. They know what you are, who you are, and like that you genuinely care because there's a person behind it. It's not a meme behind it.
But I feel like it kind of keeps you in check as well.
Yeah.
Because when you're hiding, you tend to forget about the reality of life a little bit.
yeah.
And you say things that
If
you
you were
probably
anonymous,
shouldn't really.
you'd be saying crazy shit on social media.
Yeah, so you need to remind yourself this is also good.
That's the worst thing actually when people are anonymous, because then they end up like saying stuff that they're just thinking,
Yeah.
and you can always figure out who it is behind like this
Yeah.
meme account. Always you can figure out. It always ties
Yeah.
back to
You
people.
remember those Muslim accounts that got
Dragged out.
Dragged.
Oh my days, so many.
so
like,
sick. Well, like, there was one guy, they were saying, I got ill. I'm terminally ill. For him to not even really exist. That's What?
There's so many like
What's how sick can you be?
You know what?
Yeah.
I remember Clubhouse, people trying to pretend to be people they weren't. And it's like, nigga, I know your voice. You're coming into this room and I'm like, I know who you are. Like people getting baited out like this. Like somebody being like, oh, my name is Aisha. Nah, your name's not Aisha. Like, exactly. We know where you live. We know who you are. Like there's like people will clock you from like a mile away. People just don't realize that.
There's
like
one guy, wallahi, I was so shook. I remember, like, that girl was crazy. I actually became friends with her 3 years deep into this friendship, yeah? I've not met her. I'm traumatized to this day. I found out, so she's supposed to be our age, basically. Yeah. And then I find out that basically she is actually 19 years old. So she was 17 when I met her.
Oh my God, baby.
Baby, ew. I'm not trying to be friends with 19-year-olds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she told me that she was a nurse. She went to Medina for a year.
Ish.
And I was like,
so weird.
And she was telling me she was graduating. I was like, oh, can I just see your like picture? I think randomly something happened. And then it got told out she was 19 years old. I felt so hurt, man.
Oh wow.
Why would
But at least you're making friends
3
with
years
younger people.
deep.
Why would somebody lie about that though?
I don't know, man. Pathological liar.
That's
Guys,
actually
that's
so
a crazy question to ask. Why would people do that? That's like asking why would you do certain things that you do. But anyways, guys,
why would somebody lie
let's
about their age, about this, what they studied, just to be friends with somebody? That's actually so weird to me. That's actually
I'll show you
they're
later.
trying to live a
You
different
know
life,
her.
obviously.
She was very big on Clubhouse, by the way. Real.
That is wild.
I actually have trust issues, friendship trust issues now. What the hell?
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna start asking for receipts from now on. Oh, it's what you do for a living. Let me see your degree.
Exactly. Right now.
Let me see your letter of employment.
Wow.
I need 2 references.
Guys, you're taking it to the extreme now, guys.
I'm
There's
gonna
nothing
see
wrong.
your
There's
degree
nothing
right now
wrong with people
from
living
people
their
in your
best
life.
life out there.
I'll call you
There's nothing
university.
wrong with people living their best life out there. Okay, we're not all want to expose ourselves.
I have
like
trust
that.
issues. I'm gonna need references now.
Exactly. Who should I lie? Why are you lying for?
Thank
Why
you
are
so
lying
much for watching, guys.
Why are you lying?
I
Why are
truly
you lying?
appreciate. As you can see, Munisa has helped you guys a lot with the information that she's,
Ding.
passed around today. I hope that you're able to
all of us.
use this information
Yes.
to make yourself a better person.
Wow.
To make one less cycle out there really
Wow.
in the world.
Damn.
Thank you so much, guys. Go on, say bye.
What'd she say?
What's-
Psycho. I woke up. I was like, what?
One less psycho in the world.
Go on, say bye.
I don't know what you. Anyways,
Who's
like,
like, I'm not
I don't like the way
psycho.
Nadia wrapped that up. So basically, what I want to do is that first of all, I want to give a massive love
like the way I wrapped
and
it up.
appreciation to our very own Munisa, a real one. Dropped some knowledge.
Thank you.
Shared some wholesome stories.
Yes.
Not some wholesome as well.
At least you get cut.
We can't wait to bring you back, inshallah, and like have conversations
That'd be
after
great.
like years of experience in the Middle East. That'd be
What years? What,
years.
1 year?
Years.
Years.
After
Oh, in the
years.
future.
In the,
Oh.
Yeah, in the future.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We imagine Flopsquad will have long life, inshallah.
Lovely.
Long life.
Long
you know?
life.
We will pass it on to our children.
Generational wealth.
Nah, but thank you so much for coming on. It's been great. As usual, like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz.
And share.
And
Thank
share.
you.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you in the next episode.